Yeah, to be honest, right now I just feel like absolutely on cloud nine. And just an incredible day for it. Buzzing to get to sail these boats in conditions like that. The team did such a good job. Parker, our flight controller was amazing. Just would love to do more racing like that in the F50s, just the best conditions for it. Absolutely amazing.
Honestly, best day ever. It was just insane. It doesn't get much better than that. Obviously here in Perth, it was Parker, our flight controller's hometown, and yeah, for us to go out there, the doctor came in good with amazing breeze, bit of chop, made it tricky to sail the boats, but just, phenomenal racing.
It hurts losing to the British. That's 2 event wins in a row on Australian soil. That hurts. As I just said, we got the Ashes at least, but the sailors will pick up our slack for the next Sydney event and try to get one back on them. But it does hurt, but at the end of the day, if I said to my wife on Thursday night when Goobs was injured, I said, if we get away with this with a top 6, I think we'll be happy. And here we are with a 2nd place. We've got to be over the moon with that.
Yeah, exactly. So good to start the season normally, I would say. And with the new bench of athletes, new coaches, it's just really good for the confidence, and still working on our processes, but it's a good start, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. 4th's awesome result. It's always hard to go from leading on day 1 to missing out on the podium on day 2. But yeah, super proud of the team. What a result. If you had have said 4 months ago we were going to be fighting for podiums and winning races straight away, I would have taken that. And yeah, it hurts a bit today to miss out, especially the way we did with just a terrible last start with a few unforced errors. But great weekend, and the team did an awesome job.
Yeah, I think just maneuvering in those conditions, you never know what you're going to get on the exit of every maneuver or even the entry. So, just trying to keep all 4 foils in the water is probably the name of the game in the maneuvers. And, so we, again, had some tough starting and put ourselves on the back foot and kind of would battle back into races and sometimes have a tough maneuver. And that's what it came down to, was just keeping it clean and sailing your boat around the racetrack. And I think the people that did that the best today were the ones that were probably up in the front.
It doesn't get much harder. You're fighting cavitation in the foils at the top end, so the boat, you probably can't see it from the footage, but the boat is juddering around like anything at speed. The sea state makes it super hard to keep the boat locked in. Really tricky for the pilots. And of course it's windy, so there's always plenty of jeopardy. It doesn't get too much harder than that.
I think someone said it once. They said you're a rooster one day and a feather duster the next. I think it was actually my boss. So your seat's never safe here. You've got to perform and you've got to keep performing. And it's nice to have a bit of run time and lead time, but you've got to show progress. And I think today I was really proud of the team and how we handled those conditions. We're a new squad together, 50% sort of new on the boat and new strategists and people in the comms, new coaches. So to come out of a day like today with no injuries and no damage and some good points is, I'm really proud of how we handled it. So it's a long season. You've got to keep the boat in one piece and keep the crew in one piece, and then you've got to play the game smart, and hopefully we did that here this weekend.
Now, luckily only crashes with the water, and we agreed in the morning that let's push hard, but let's just only crash in the water and not with other boats, and we managed to keep that rule today. But we definitely sent it, I would say, above a skill level, but you got to find the limit and have something to build on for Auckland, so we did that, and some of it was okay and a lot of it was underwater, but that's part of it.
We did our best to filter the most important stuff out, but in the end today was very different. Back on the small wing, lots of good things we achieved today, but there was always a big one in each race, so not the best weekend for us.
I think the level of the fleet is pretty high, and I don't seem like the rest of the fleet was having a lot of trouble with the waves, so it was quite tough for the boats. I made it for flat water, but it seems like the level is quite high and we still have a lot to get there.
I think everybody's getting much better at sailing these boats, and these small wings are so really good for those high winds, and it's just great to get that time under our belt, and it's just amazing racing with everyone.
Ouais, je l'ai dit avant de venir, je pensais que ça allait être un des grands prix les plus mémorables de SailGP, et ça l'a été spécialement aujourd'hui. Je pense que techniquement, franchement, c'était très dur. Et on a vu la flotte a progressé, c'est de plus en plus serré. Et Je crois qu'on a tous passé des moments incroyables ici à Perth et je suis très content de revenir ici pour 3 saisons.
Ja, man kan säga att vi hade en tuff dag idag, men för att vi hade ju nos på att vara i toppen, kommer härifrån med en 4:e plats. Men det är vår första race weekend tillsammans som ett lag, och att komma 4 det är en riktigt stark insats. Så att vi åker ändå härifrån och är nöjda, men vi vet att vi kan mer.
Sì, abbiamo avuto un momento un attimo, chiamiamolo di panico, ci siamo un attimo incastrati diciamo coi tedeschi e Kyler anche in acqua, però siamo riusciti comunque a girare la boa e a riprendere subito a navigare, quindi alla fine è andato tutto molto bene.
Ja, jeg er med på, at vi var det hold, der nok havde flest crash i dag, og det havde vi forventet. Altså, når du smider en ny flight controller på i sådan et event her med de her konditioner, så kan du ikke undgå at have store crash, og det er vi egentlig ikke så stresset over. Vi vidste godt, det ville komme, og planen i dag var at holde båden i et stykke, så ikke crash med andre både, men vi har ikke noget problem med at have de her store crashes med i vandet, hvor det hele falder lidt fra hinanden. Men vi gav en alt, hvad den havde, og så nogle gange kunne det ikke bære, og andre gange så lykkedes det altså at få nogle gode resultater. Der er helt sikkert noget at bygge videre på, det er vi godt tilfredse med meget af det.
Ja, heute war relativ schwierig für uns, war wieder viel Wind, wir hatten den kleinen Wing drauf und haben uns versucht gut reinzufinden, aber es fehlt noch an manchen Stellen in der Abstimmung, in der neuen Konfiguration im Team. Ja, aber es waren auch viele gute Momente dabei, viel zum Analysieren und deswegen happy auf die nächsten Wochen.
Velejar aqui em Fremantle geralmente velejar com bastante onda. A gente teve dia bem difícil hoje, tentando enfim, recuperar os pedaços para ir para a próxima etapa.